Hello! Right, so welcome to this video. You are here at my house, in my office, and I'm here to talk to you about how I earn a living through what I do and how I got to where I'm at now.
What did you do before you got sponsored?
So I'm going to take you right back to 2010, and that is when I got sponsored by a huge supplement company back then, and that's when everything changed for me. So over 13 years ago. Before all this happened for me, I was actually a plumber. And for those in America, that's working in construction, fitting bathrooms, central heatings, things like that. And I did that for 7 years. Gas engineer, working on site every day, long days, 10-12 hours. And I also had a second and third job for over 10 years. So I first started when I was 14 as a pot washer, carried that all the way through for years and years and years and years and years, and I still did that when I was a plumber, working on site. At night I did my pot washing at night at a local pub restaurant. I then went into removals on a Saturday as well, so furniture removals, house removals, and I had 3 jobs for quite a long time, actually, a fair few years. So when I won, what changed my career, when I won Mr. International in 2010.
Select the best male participant from all over the world.
That's when things really started to change for me. That was when I could start to put my passion into, or my focus and passion into training and taking that as a job rather than obviously pot washing and furniture removals.
Right, Terry, Great Britain.
Mr. International 2010 goes to Great Britain!
That was really the defining point for me in my career, where I went from being a plumber to a full-time fitness model. So a question I get often asked everywhere I go, basically, at expos and on social media, is they can see I've done okay for myself, and they want to know how I actually made a living out of the industry and how I did so well in that field. So a lot of hard work has gone into it, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people look at it and think, oh, you've done really well, you're just very fortunate, you've had a lucky break. But I've been in the industry for over 13 years. 13 years, that's insane. And in that time, I have literally travelled the world every day, every week, being on a different flight, being on a different plane to a different country, doing store openings, appearances, all that kind of stuff. But before all that, I was kind of like a salesman. I used to be in Edinburgh, in Devon, all in the same week, trying to sell protein or different supplements to all different people. I standing next to a vending machine in the gym trying to sell a protein bar to gym goers, and it was hard graft, really hard graft. And did that 12-13 hour days, travelling through the night and stuff like that. So I was very hard working. I was always instilled from a childhood to do that. So it didn't come easy, but I'm very fortunate and blessed that I am where I am today. So I'm going to talk to you about my current income streams, and the first one, and it's something I've been working heavily on, is my coaching app, or my coaching service, shall we say. So I've been working on this for over 2 years. So when the lockdown hit, obviously everyone was sat at home twiddling the thumbs. I went to work on trying to build what I feel is the best app in the world, or the best service in the world. So I wanted to cater for everybody, but it not just be a run-of-the-mill app where it's just basic and you get a PDF file and you get told what to eat, whereas this is calculated specific to the client, how sedentary they are, how active they are, how advanced they are in the gym, and what type of nutrition they want. So a lot of coaches will give you 6 meals a day and something what will work, but it's very bland and boring and very straight-faced. Whereas for me, I wanted to be able to cater for pescatarians, vegetarians, dairy-free, budget, competition prep, all those type of general diets, while still obviously losing weight if that's what the goal is, to bulk up, build muscle, those type of things. So I've been working really hard on that, and it is paying dividends because I have a huge client base now from all over the world, and I'm working really closely. I have a team who help me with everything as well, the running of it. So it's still everything I would instill and give to my clients. It's just I've got a team running the day-to-day with me.
I've been following Ryan Terry for years, so when I see that he was launching an 8-week challenge, I jumped at the chance. I basically thought to myself, that sounds like a bit of me. I'm an ex-personal trainer and a sports massage therapist, and I've got myself a little bit out of shape due to COVID and everything. So when Ryan started putting plans in place, I questioned it a little bit, thinking, I've got knowledge here, let's question it. But you know what? I trusted him, I followed everything to the final letter, and it paid off. The results are there for everyone to see.
So the second business I have, and this is one that's close to my heart, and this is ALTA. And ALTA stands for Alfie Lewis Terry Aesthetics. And that's my son's name, and this company is essentially for my son when he turns 18 years old. So again, when I was in lockdown, I thought, make the most of my time, and I went and set to work on bringing out the best board shorts in the world. So obviously I've competed for over 10 years, and I've used loads of brands in the past, and don't get me wrong, there's some good ones out there, but I never quite got everything I wanted out of one board short. So either the fit was there, but then the colour was wrong, or the design was wrong, or the fabric wasn't right, didn't hug the leg how I wanted it to and stuff. So I thought, instead of keep searching for something, why don't I bring it in-house and make exactly what I feel is lacking in the men's physique division. So again, it's taken well over 18 months, nearly 2 years in fact, if you actually put it all together. A lot of sampling, a lot of back and forth, a lot of money has been invested into it, and they are not cheap to make, not at all. I've had clothing brands in the past and I know what stuff costs, but for men's physique shorts, now I know why a lot of people haven't brought out their own men's physique shorts. It's a very niche market, and there's only a couple of brands that do it, and I now know why. But I was determined to make this work, and in the first stock we had, we sold out instantly, which is a great indicator of how well it's going to do. So we are in the process of restocking, bringing new colourways out, and I'm excited to be able to launch that next month. It's been a long time since the restock, obviously with the pandemic and just a few things back and forth with suppliers. It's been a nightmare, but fingers crossed, we will be ready next month, ready for the new season, and I am immensely proud of these shorts. The fabric, the four-way stretch material, the design, everything, how it hugs the leg, is what I feel is perfect for stage. And like I said, I wore them when I won the Arnold Classic UK a few months ago, and I've never felt any more confident, or never felt more confident, should we say, on stage with my stage presence and how I felt in the shorts. So that is kind of what you want. When you step on stage, you want everything to be as perfect as you can, and I guarantee these shorts are. Little plug there. So my third source of income, and this is quite well known in the industry, is through sponsorships. So I've been sponsored by Gymshark, for instance, for over 7 years, a brilliant sports clothing brand. I've been sponsored, or I am sponsored, by MyProtein, which is the world #1 supplement brand. Sponsored by Fathers & Sons, which is a very, very popular fashion design brand. And then also Muscle Food, which is like all my meats, organic meats and whatever. So as you can see, they're all sources of income because I get paid to represent their brands, but they do coincide with me as well. So they have to fit my brand as well. So you can see I haven't got a lot of sponsors, and that's down to my choice. I get asked quite a lot frequently about being paid to do this, paid to do that, and it would be great to take all these checks in, but I don't feel like it's authentic to me or to you guys if I'm just promoting anything for money. I want it to be real with how I do my day-to-day. So Gymshark, for instance, they're the best sports brand in the world, and I train every day, so what better way to be aligned with them. My Protein have some of the best supplements in the world, and they have every supplement you can think of, what is ever needed for competing. So why not be in line with them? Fathers and sons, when I do social things with my wife, Amy, and the family, I would wear a shirt, I would wear their t-shirt, so that is why I'm obviously with them. And then Muscle Food, say no more, I eat 6, 7 meals a day, all of it being meat based. It makes sense for them to supply me. So yeah, that's how I earn like most of my income from, is through sponsorships. And finally, my last income stream, and this is probably one that you wouldn't think of, is property. I've always been into property. I absolutely love property. I built my first house when I was 18, renovated it, and ever since then I've just loved doing that in the background. And to be honest, if I hadn't got into the fitness industry and turned pro, that is probably something I would have been doing to this day. So it's a great passion of mine. I love getting my hands dirty and seeing projects develop, and from something like a wreck into something beautiful where someone can call it their home. It's just, I don't know, it excites me and I love it. So I currently have a few properties which I rent out. Again, that's an income stream there. And then I try to do the odd fixer-upper, sell it on as and when I can between competing and obviously stepping on stage. So yeah, that's a great income stream for me, because again, it's a way, and it keeps me grounded and it keeps me out of the fitness industry just for a little bit. And it's not because I want to be out of it, it's just a nice variation. And then finally, actually something to touch on, is obviously competing. When you're in the pro division, when you compete, you compete for prize money. Granted, the prize money is not amazing, so it's not something you're going to want to live off for the rest of your life. But again, it is an income stream. It is a bit of motivation to work towards, but it's not. A lot of people, when they see the prize money, think, you're the best in the world and you're getting that type of money. And yeah, granted, I do think it should go up, but off the back of, say, winning the Olympia, that kind of the opportunities you get from brands and sponsorships outweighs any of the money you would earn on stage. So there is a wage from that, but I wouldn't focus on that if that's what your plan is too. That's a little insight onto how I make my living. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's something a little different, obviously talking to camera rather than me just sat in the gym huffing and puffing. Please subscribe to the channel. We're really trying to grow this channel now. It's something I've not really ever focused on over the years, and I really want to. I want to connect with you guys, do a little bit more, and yeah, please let me know what you want to see next. We have loads of ideas coming up and loads of people in the comments before, so we will try to get those done. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Thank you.